I've been in UAE now almost 15 years and resident here, a beloved country to me. I call this home. And I can tell you, like many people who would live here, that what this country has achieved and the momentum that it has today on the global stage is something phenomenal. That's something that even PMI recognizes. So a very interesting statistic. I think the country has a population of around 11 million residents, and more than 2.5 times that come to this country every year as tourists. So that gives you an indication of the importance of this market for us. And it's not just that. The UAE has really positioned itself as a big strategic and innovative hub. And I would say it's not just for MENA or for the region, but really at a global stage. When it comes to AI, when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to F&B, fashion, trends, the UAE is really putting itself at the forefront of spearheading some of those trends. And as PMI, we also recognize that and wanted to tap into the energy and the forward-thinking progressivity of this country as well. UAE was one of the first countries that helped us start our smoke-free journey as PMI in the region. So all the way back in 2018, we were able to already launch IQOS in Dubai duty-free. And then in 2019, flagship product IQOS, we launched it domestically. Most recently, you might have read that in July of this year, we also brought ZYN to UAE. So not only is it the first market to regulate both IQOS and ZYN for us, different platforms offering smokers a better alternative to smoking, but they are also the first market in the MENA region to become multi-category. And then the UAE as its influence, both because of the people that come to this market and also the homework that they do along with us to understand the science behind our products, has really helped us also spearhead in other parts of GCC and the wider MENA region. So with what UAE, the steps that UAE has taken, we are able to then progress on the smoke-free vision in Bahrain, in Iraq, in Saudi, in Kuwait, and hopefully more markets to come. Look, first I would like to really acknowledge that as an employee of this company, I'm extremely proud at the steps that this company has taken in the last 10 years. I think it's rare to find a company that would disrupt its own business to do what we believe is the right thing to do for public health going forward. And I think a decision that we made with ourselves was that the only way this was possible was, like you mentioned, through science. So we obviously have to be able to prove to ourselves and to the world that these products are indeed better alternatives to smoking, which means that they cause less harm. We have to be extremely transparent with our consumers, with regulators, with media. And then we collectively need to do as much from a resources perspective to bring awareness of these products to consumers as quickly as possible. Now, when I talk about the science, the numbers are really staggering. We have more than 1,500 scientists that work for us in our facility in Switzerland and many more around the world. We've invested about $14 billion behind research on these products. So when we are making these claims, when it comes to FDA and other regulators, we are extremely transparent in showing them clinical studies and many other of the scientific information that goes to prove that what we are saying is not just a myth, but we're able to demonstrate it as well. Sure, I mean, 10 years ago, it would have been very easy for just to sit and do what we were always doing for decades, right? But when we know that we have such a product at our hand that can have such an impact on public health, it's an obligation from us to make sure that we inform as many smokers about our products as possible. Now, the good news is that we've been able to work with many regulators around the world to help us commercialize these products in the best way possible. And as a company, we made a commitment. We set ourselves very aggressive targets, higher than probably what the street expects from us. So today, I'm proud to say that more than 40% of our revenues of such a big company come from commercialization of these smoke-free products. And almost 80% of all commercial investments that we make go towards smoke-free products. So the numbers speak for themselves, and we are extremely proud of what we've been able to achieve so far. I would like to change the conversation from a financial model for the company from 5 years from now. I think that's important. That is something that we often discuss with our board and with the street. But I think what really motivates me today is the potential of what our products can do for 1.1 billion smokers around the world. So today we have 42 million IQOS users. Actually, if I bring it closer to home, so in the Middle East region, we have 10 million smokers. There is still a big job to be done, and hopefully as we are working better and better with regulators to allow us to bring awareness of these products faster to smokers, we can accelerate that momentum. That is the biggest aim for this company, is to convert smokers as quickly as possible to these better alternatives. Technovation, isn't it a fantastic platform? So happy that we are able to do this in Dubai and bring people from all walks of life. And you heard Fred and Jacek say it. As an industry, there is, of course, a certain level of skepticism. We are inviting people to be transparent with us and open this conversation. So we are so happy that so many of you have come here today to have that conversation with us. And it's the best opportunity for us to get everyone in a place like Dubai, the center of innovation like I spoke about, and then be able to share with you our science, our hopes, our ambitions, and change the lives of as many people as we can together. So I think, first of all, very much the premise that I want to say is that we are only talking about people that choose to continue to consume nicotine, right? And today the main audience that we want to address with our products are smokers. And cigarettes, we know, because of combustion and the harmfulness of the chemicals that combustion releases, is the most harmful choice you can make as a smoker. So today we are addressing those people who, if you can quit, please, that is the absolute best choice that you can make for yourself. However, if you choose to stick with consumption of nicotine, what we are saying is that there are better alternatives that are available in the world today, like IQOS, like ZYN, that allow you to consume your nicotine in a much less harmful way. And I think this is the main ask that we have. Banning, I think, is the most unfortunate thing that we can do, because essentially we're closing an avenue for cigarette smokers to understand that there are better options available. And we might even be opening avenues to illicit trade because, you know, people may find a way. The best thing we ask regulators is have a conversation with us. Please look at our science. We are very happy to share data from other markets that have, like the UAE, been extremely progressive in helping us commercialize these products. And then together we can make a real meaningful difference to public health.